In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 5th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Orlando Magic versus Denver Nuggets. The Orlando Magic, with a record of 19-15, are currently embarked on their West Coast tour and are set to face off against the defending champion Denver Nuggets at Ball Arena. The Nuggets, standing at 24-11, are engaged in back-to-back games. Orlando emerged victorious in the first encounter between these teams earlier in the season with a scoreline of 124-119. The question looming now is whether the Magic can conjure up more magic this weekend, or if the Nuggets will level the playing field in their final matchup of the year. In recent times, the Orlando Magic have found themselves in a challenging situation, losing 8 of their last 11 games. Their aspirations for a victory were dashed in a grueling 138-135 double overtime road defeat against the Kings. Paolo Banchero spearheaded the team with an impressive performance, contributing 43 points and 5 assists on 13 of 25 shooting. Despite a commendable 48% shooting accuracy from the field and a scorching 25 of 44 from beyond the arc, the Magic fell short as they went scoreless in the final 2:09 of the second overtime. The Nuggets, on the other hand, are enjoying a successful run with 11 wins in their last 13 games, including a recent 130-127 road triumph over the Warriors. Nikola Jokic led the charge with 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists, showcasing the Nuggets' resilience after overcoming a 10-point deficit. For the upcoming matchup, the Magic find themselves severely shorthanded, missing key players like Franz Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, Gary Harris, and Joe Ingles. In contrast, the Nuggets may make last-minute decisions on player rest, considering this game is part of their back-to-back set. This contest marks the second and final meeting between the two teams this year, with Denver seeking redemption after their earlier 124-119 loss in Orlando back in November. The Nuggets exhibit a stark contrast in performance at home, boasting a 14-3 record and a winning record against the spread. Denver's strong defense, particularly in limiting opponents' shooting percentage at the rim, poses a significant challenge for Orlando's offensive strategies heavily reliant on rim attacks. Despite Orlando's defensive focus on forcing turnovers, the Nuggets' effective ball security may prove pivotal in breaking down the Magic's defense. Considering the team's contrasting styles and recent struggles for the Magic, the Nuggets are poised to dominate this game on their home court. Despite the Denver Nuggets playing on 0 days rest, their full roster availability and home court advantage make them our choice to win and cover the spread as favorites as our full game side pick. Both teams have demonstrated a tendency towards lower-scoring games this season, with a combined 39 games going under. The pace of play, with Orlando ranking 14th and Denver 29th in tempo according to dunksandthrees.com, suggests a game that won't escalate into a high-scoring affair. Both teams also fall within the bottom 8 in the league in three-point attempts per game, indicating a lack of reliance on long-range shooting. Recent performances highlight Orlando scoring 111 points or less in 8 of their last 15 games, while Denver has scored 113 or fewer points in 4 of their last 7 games. With both teams averaging under 100 possessions per 48 minutes and boasting top 10 defensive ratings, this matchup is expected to be defensively driven, resulting in a low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Heat versus Phoenix Suns. The Miami Heat are concluding a challenging 5-game road trip with a matchup against the Phoenix Suns. The Heat, currently standing at 20-14 straight up and 16-18 against the spread, recently secured a noteworthy 110-96 victory against the Lakers as +5 underdogs. On the other hand, the Suns suffered a setback against the Clippers, losing 131-122 at home as +4 underdogs. The stage is set for an intriguing clash between these two teams. Having won 5 of their last 7 games, the Miami Heat are riding a wave of positive momentum. Their latest triumph against the Lakers showcased their prowess, success, with Tyler Herro leading the charge with 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. The team's defensive efforts played a pivotal role, limiting the Lakers to just 18 points in the first quarter and securing a comfortable lead. The Heat shot 44% from the field and capitalized on 16 of 42 attempts from the three-point line. With key players like Herro, Adebayo, and Jacques Jr. contributing, the Heat looked to continue their success. On the flip side, the Phoenix Suns entered the matchup against the Clippers on a 4-game winning streak, only to be halted with a 131-122 loss. Devin Booker's impressive performance with 35 points and 6 assists was not enough to overcome the Clippers' onslaught. Despite shooting 53% from the field, the Suns faced a significant deficit, trailing by as much as 23 points before making a late push to keep the margin within single digits. As the game approaches, both teams face personnel challenges. The Heat continue to miss the services of Jimmy Butler and Caleb Martin, while the Suns monitor the status of Eric Gordon and Kevin Durant, both listed as questionable. In their previous encounter almost a year ago, the Heat emerged victorious with a 104-96 scoreline in Phoenix. Although Miami boasts a 3-1 straight-up record in the last 4 meetings, their against-the-spread performance stands at 2-2 in that stretch. The Heat, bolstered by the return of key players, maintain a strong road record of 11-8 straight up this season. Despite grappling with injuries throughout the season, the Heat have demonstrated resilience and secured notable wins, including the recent upset against the Lakers. With another impactful performance from Herro, the Heat are poised for success. In contrast, the Suns, despite a promising 4-game winning streak, faced a setback against the Clippers. The potential absence of Durant raises concerns for the Suns, and unless he returns, another defeat seems likely. The Heat, accustomed to playing as underdogs, present a formidable challenge. This game offers them an opportunity to secure another road victory, continuing their successful trip. So the Miami Heat to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. As the Miami Heat conclude their challenging road trip against the Suns, expectations for an offensive showcase should be tempered. The absence of Butler, a key contributor with an average of 21 points per game, adds to the challenge. Phoenix, not known for stellar defense this season, may find respite against the low-scoring Miami, a team heavily reliant on three-pointers and free throws to reach the 115-point mark. The Suns, fresh off a demanding game against the Clippers, may once again be without their leading scorer, Durant, who averages 30 points per game. While the Suns possess alternative scoring options, the Heat's strong defensive performance this season, coupled with their proficiency in rebounding and forcing turnovers, poses a significant challenge. Additionally, the Heat rank 8th in the league for the fewest fouls committed per game. Considering the recent trends, the under has prevailed in 2 out of the last 3 meetings between these teams and in 4 out of the last 6 encounters. In the current season, 33 games involving these teams have concluded below the total. Both teams exhibit a deliberate pace, with Miami ranking 26th and Phoenix 28th in terms of tempo, according to dunksandthrees.com. With neither side showcasing an inclination for prolific three-point shooting and both struggling to breach the 110-point mark in recent games, a slow-tempo, low-scoring affair is anticipated at Footprint Center on Friday. Under the projected total is our full-game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Golden State Warriors. This Friday night's highly anticipated matchup unfolds with the Detroit Pistons embarking on a journey to face the Golden State Warriors on their home court. The Pistons are coming off a disheartening 154-148 loss against the Jazz on the road this Wednesday, while the Warriors suffered a similar fate in a 130-127 loss at home against the Nuggets yesterday. Despite their ongoing struggles, the Detroit Pistons remain the coldest team in the league, having won only one of their last 31 games. Eager for redemption after a nail-biting 154-148 overtime loss to the Jazz, where Bojan Bogdanovic led the team with 36 points, the Pistons are determined to turn the tide. Cade Cunningham contributed 31 points with 13 assists, and Alec Burks added 27 points off the bench. Although they showcased an impressive 53% shooting from the field and 19 of 41 from beyond the arc, the Pistons ultimately succumbed to the Jazz's onslaught in overtime. Meanwhile, the Golden State Warriors find themselves in a rut, losing 4 of their last 5 games. Their hopes of bouncing back from a heartbreaking 130-127 defeat to the Nuggets at home hinge on the stellar performance of Stephen Curry, who led the team with 30 points. Klay Thompson added 24 points, and Jonathan Kuminga chipped in with 16 points. Despite shooting an impressive 54% from the field and 15 of 36 from beyond the arc, the Warriors' 18-point lead evaporated in the final seconds, sealing their fate. The recent close contest against the defending champion Nuggets may provide the Warriors with momentum in this game. On the other hand, the Pistons, with a dismal 1-17 road record, are reeling from a demoralizing overtime loss to the struggling Jazz. The pivotal matchup to watch is the Pistons' offense against the Warriors' defense, with the Pistons ranking 20th in field goal percentage and 27th in three-point percentage. The Warriors, boasting a 14th rank in opposing field goal percentage and 7th in opposing three-point percentage, hold a defensive edge. This advantage suggests the Warriors may establish and sustain a lead throughout the game, especially on their home turf. Additionally, the Pistons' 26th rank in both opposing field goal and three-point percentage signals a potential offensive success for the Warriors. If star players Steph Curry and Klay Thompson bring their A game, the outcome of this match could be determined well before halftime. Trends also favor the Warriors, who have covered in their past 2 games, while the Pistons have struggled to cover throughout the season. Despite the Warriors facing a tough matchup against the Nuggets recently, their offensive prowess should overpower the struggling Detroit team. The Pistons' defensive woes, ranking 26th in opposing three-point percentage and 30th in opposing free throw attempts, make them vulnerable against the Warriors. The Pistons' track record of 4-7 against the spread in their last 11 road games and 2-5 against the spread in their previous 7 matchups against the Warriors further tilts the odds in Golden State's favor. While it's challenging to find positives for the Pistons lately, their competitive showing in the overtime loss to the Jazz suggests they believe they can challenge the Warriors, especially considering the latter is playing the second game of a back-to-back set. However, the Warriors have already convincingly defeated the Pistons earlier in the season, making it likely they will rebound from the tough loss against the Nuggets with a commanding victory. Anticipating no significant challenges for the Warriors against the Pistons, even on the second night of a back-to-back set, our full game side pick is for the Golden State Warriors winning and covering the spread as favorites. Both teams are coming off high-scoring games, with the Pistons accumulating over 300 points and the Warriors around 260 in their recent matchups. When considering the total for this game, the pace of play becomes crucial. The Pistons, ranking 7th in overall pace, and the Warriors, ranking 13th, indicate a fast-paced game with more possessions for both teams, translating to higher scores. While the Warriors boast a more solid defense, their back-to-back situation might lead to some defensive struggles. Although it may not cost them the game, it could contribute to a higher-scoring affair, supporting the case for the over. Recent trends, with the Pistons going over in 8 of their past 10 games and the Warriors in their past 3 consecutive games, align with this expectation. The Pistons' defensive struggles, allowing 126 or more points in 5 of their last 6 games, suggest the Warriors could easily surpass a 130-point line in this matchup. With Golden State's defense also facing challenges, a high-scoring game at Chase Center appears imminent. The Pistons have a history of surpassing the total in their recent outings, with each of their last 6 contests overall and 9 of their previous 11 road games going over. Additionally, the over has prevailed in 4 of the last 5 encounters between the Pistons and Warriors. Despite the high line set for the total, following these betting trends seems reasonable. The total has already shifted to 242.5 on some books, indicating sharp action on the over. Over the projected total is our full game total pick, expecting a high-scoring and entertaining matchup between the Pistons and Warriors. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.